Hi, I'm Missy Creed, the librarian at the Library for Health Information, or the LHI. The LHI is a consumer health library located in the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center in Columbus, Ohio. The LHI provides free, reliable, easy to understand health resources for medical patients, their families, and the community. Medical center clinicians can refer patients to the LHI if patients are interested in finding more information on their own about their health diagnoses. So August is National Talk to Your Doctor Month, and even though it might seem like an easy thing for some of us to do, lots of people struggle with how to have a conversation with their doctor. Today, we're chatting with a doctor from the Wexner Medical Center about how talking to your doctor can benefit your health, as well as some tips for preparing for a doctor's appointment. Let's start with an introduction. Dr. Sheikh, could you introduce yourself and tell us maybe an interesting fact about yourself?
Hi, I'm Selim Sheikh. I'm a family physician at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. An interesting fact is that I'm a superhero nerd.
Great, we have a superhero nerd. That's wonderful. Thanks so much. Let's start with a basic question. Why is it so important to talk to your doctor?
So I think it's so important just because there are a lot of times when there might be something that you're going through health-wise that you might not realize is affecting your life. And just talking about your doctor can open up doors to figure out ways that you could potentially improve the quality of life.
Thank you. In preparing for this conversation, I read through the National Institutes of Health booklet, Talking with Your Doctor, a guide for older people. It's a great resource for really anyone preparing for a doctor's visit. So people might be wondering, what are some good questions I can ask my doctor?
Good basic questions to start off with are if you have been given any medical diagnoses in the past, to ask about what those things mean, if that's something you need to act on at the current time. I would say specific to the pandemic, definitely, I imagine things might have been delayed in terms of your routine care, and just to check in to see if there's anything that you should take charge of now, just because you shouldn't wait for the pandemic to be over to take care of yourself.
Great. That leads me into my next question. Let's talk about in-person visits, but let's also talk about telehealth visits or virtual visits, because a lot of doctors are doing virtual visits right now.
Telemedicine is a great option that has sort of accelerated itself during the pandemic. And basically it's video chatting with a doctor. Of course, there are limitations in terms of the obvious that you can't do a regular physical exam through video, but at the same time you could still ask whatever questions you have. As far as in-person visits, things have definitely changed with what you're probably used to prior to the pandemic, in the sense that you might be screened with some questions when you get to the doctor's office, just in terms of any symptoms you might be having. You'll probably have your temperature taken, and your doctor will be wearing personal protective equipment as well.
Great. Those are some great tips to ease some tension during COVID-19. What if folks don't have a doctor that they regularly visit and they need to find a doctor? How would someone go about finding a doctor?
The Wexner Medical Center has developed a few different options that have come up throughout the pandemic to help with this. One has been the Telehealth Immediate Care Center. It's a great option for patients who don't have a primary care doctor, where they can get immediate telehealth care same day. And then as far as if you wanted to establish with a primary care doctor, you can always look through the website or call the Wexner Medical Center operator, or to get to central scheduling and schedule an appointment.
Dr. Sheikh, is there any other information that you would like to share about how to talk with your doctor?
Especially for establishing care with a primary care doctor, it would be helpful to get records from your previous doctors. If you know that at least the practice names, locations of your prior care, that would definitely be very helpful. Another thing is just to be honest in terms of what concerns you have. The more honest you are, the better care that you'll get.
Great. Thank you so much to Dr. Sheikh for joining me today. He provided a lot of great information that I hope can be helpful for your next doctor's visit. Thank you again. See you next time.